Well, hello everyone. Welcome. I'm Fakenundle, and we are back with another fantastic Minecraft stream. Let me make sure I hit the right button on this deck. Hello everyone. We are back with the stream that almost didn't happen today because of so much bullcrap. But before we get into the fun ridiculousness of the story, let's get into the game so we have something in the background to actually take care of. We are doing Minecraft Java Edition. It's scientific. The more you know. Let's jump right back into BBH's server. Get out of the creepy smiley face and teleport back to where I need to be. So, in the meantime, this is the progress that I've made so far off camera. As you can see, I did not finish filling in everything with cobblestone. My hand that ties into the story. That really ties into everything. Do we get... Let's chunk out that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. There we go. There we go. And we'll see if anybody actually pops in from Munchie. But yes, I need to acquire supplies and get rolling, and then we can get on to telling my tale of tragedy and woe and infinitesimal amounts of obnoxious adulting all over the place, trying to interrupt my life. Oh, it's just awful. Realistically, the story is probably not as impressive as you think it might be, but, you know. It's one of those things. Now, where the heck did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Right here. That's what we're looking for. Additionally, fun concept. I'm going to start placing nether brick slabs instead of red nether bricks for this ground area, because I'm sick and tired of seeing that snow on everything. And I heard in the grapevine that if you use slabs, it doesn't appear. Grab. Oh my gosh, so low. So low on cobblestone. Let's do this. Funnel that all into there. This, funnel that all into there, and then just maybe about that much. The rest of that can stay. Then I need calcite? Yes. Up, but maybe 2 more, just in case. Do I need anything in between? Maybe dirt, if I can. A little bit of dirt. Wouldn't go in this. Inevitably, I'm going to need grass blocks, which I do not have any. But that's all I need. That is all that we need. So I think first on the list is to tear up all of these red nether bricks and replace them with the slabs. Because if I do this, and then I pop that down, then snow won't go on them. I hope that block didn't just fall. That would have been very sad. But yes, so. The absolute obnoxiousness of my week. My goodness. So let's see. When did this nonsense start? About 3 weeks ago. I get one of the most dreaded pieces of mail that an American citizen can ever see. A jury duty summons. Yeah. Scheduled for today. And their entire obnoxiousness of, oh, well, to be able to find out whether you need to be here or not, you have to call the night before, blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, me, being me, was stressing out about that in the midst of absolutely everything that I was doing. Almost ruined my World of Warcraft raid, which takes place off stream. I used to stream it, but, you know, due to popular consensus, I don't stream that anymore. And then, on top of that, the people, my guild are like, okay, so we're doing an extra bonus raid that certain people have to be there, on the 15th. And I'm just sitting there going, you realize I might not be available, right? I don't care. They don't care. So that's something that's happening today as well. And then, less than a week later, so like last week, no! I knew I was losing Red Nether Brick. Let me double check. I knew it was falling. Anyway, but then my brother's just like, oh yeah, the only time that I have available, we need to celebrate because both he and I got new jobs. We need to celebrate, and so I want to go out to this fancy place to eat. How's Wednesday? And I'm just staring at these people going, you what? Yeah, I was not happy. So I had all these different things. There's like, yeah, Wednesday, everything on Wednesday. And I'm just sitting there going, how the hell am I going to be able to do any of this and stream? And then, yeah, so that level of obnoxiousness and stress, I was pretty much ready to be like, well, fine, I'm not going to be able to stream. I'm going to go crazy. I'm not going to like it. Because if anyone who knows me, the number one thing that I absolutely delights me to no end is having my schedule interrupted. Yeah. Don't like it at all, in the slightest. So I'm sitting here having just shy of a conniption. And then, you know, days go on. Put that back. Days go on and it gets all the way to yesterday. To where I need to figure out, okay, well, jury duty being the linchpin of ruining my ability to do pretty much anything, right? Because who knows, I could get put on a jury that's some major trial that's going to take weeks and weeks and weeks. It could be the next Johnny Depp Amber Turd thing. No idea. You don't know until they tell you whether you need to be there or not, and you have no idea what kind of case it's going to be until you actually get there the next day. And it could be anywhere from early in the morning to late at night, so my entire plans all day today, hypothetically, could just not happen. And so I'm sitting there ready to be stressed about it because I have my personal WoW rate. Oh my gosh, stop falling off the side. Stupid nether brick. Oh. There we go. But, so you're supposed to call after 6 p.m. And they tell you, right? My raid starts at 5, goes till about 7. 4:30 rolls around, I get a text from a number I don't recognize that has, so the way the system works is you're given a juror's number, so like just a string of digits, and that's the code that you put in that tells information about you as juror. So the text has that number in it, and I'm sitting there going, ah shit, here it is early on, and then I get the status update complete, you do not need to show up for jury duty, have a nice day, blah, 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 blah. Before, like, an hour and a half before anything. So, you know, instant rush of relief after double checking that it's not fake, of course, because I was pretty sure that the justice system, like everything else government related, is archaic. It has no concept of texting. But apparently they've learned texting. So, yeah, no jury duty. And then everything just kind of started falling more into place. The raid is... The extra raid thing wasn't until the evening. So, like, pretty much jury duty was the linchpin of something was going to get thrown out of place, right? But now, without it, everything just goes just fine, no problems whatsoever. So, everything is now quite hunky-dory. And I was like, yay, I'll be able to stream, and if people are like, hey, I want to go out to eat lunch and whatnot, I'll be fine, and then raid in the evening will be fine because no jury duty. I know, it's significantly less amazing than I probably hyped it up to be, but it meant something to me, because it was like all of my plans are about to get absolutely ruined because of this stupid thing that had to come in the mail. Of course, during the summer. Of course, when I'm on break and just want to stream and do stuff. Of course, in the middle of everything else that I need to do. Like, for example, because as part of what my new job is, I have... So, July is gonna suck. July is going to suck. Because I have all these stupid, bogus meetings to have to go to and attend and listen to people go talk about my job and how great it's going to be and how I need to join this union or that union and blah, blah, blah. And I can't be bothered to care. Like, anyone who knows me will completely amount. My number one goal in life is to be left alone. Most people don't understand that. And yet, ironically, I'm also desperate for attention, hence why I stream. Hence why it hurts when there's no one in stream. But that's beside the point. Just gonna have to occasionally jump down and grab all the red nether brick that falls. TP up 150. That'll do. So yeah, that was my last couple of weeks of things just being absolutely awful. But everything's good now. But of course, as you can tell, I didn't get as much progress on the behind-the-scenes stuff for, like, this build, for example, that I normally strive to do, because of a whole lot of other interruptions and people that had to be called, and you know, there's nothing better than driving to like 3 different places to ask someone to do the same freaking thing, and then getting batted around like a tennis ball because no one can be bothered just to do something simple. Which, that side issue is still not completed, hence why I'm not going to elaborate on it. That one is significantly less major, because I'm down to the point where I just have to get somebody on the phone to tell me where I need to email something. And normally that person's really good at answering the phone. It's just yesterday they weren't available for hell if I know reason. Oh yeah, the slabs look way better, and I'm gonna fix that extra row of cobble there as well. But I just figure if I turn them all into slabs, not only will they stretch farther, meaning I have to make fewer of them, but they'll also keep the snow off of them, meaning I'll be able to see them. What up, Mr. Nico? Welcome back, my dude. He who has a true ring of powerlessness. Well, I hope you didn't miss my entire story of tragedy and woe. Because that would have been unfortunate if you missed the entire story that I titled the stream after. I bet you got a lot to catch up on. And then bam. Perfect. Nether brick slabs. Yum. I appreciate lurking. Because that means there's at least people listening to my rambles. Which at least gives me a reason to ramble. Ha ha! Ha! Ha ha! Ha. Yeah, the excessive amount of woes and obnoxiousness that started this week. My goodness. It's almost as if I'm getting ready to start a new job or something and have to do a heaping helping of obnoxiousness on top of trying to fit in my normal thing, on top of people clamoring for my attention because they want to play this or that game, and me wanting to play this or that possibly other game. Just, it continues. Let me see about acquiring my fallen blocks. There we go. That should do. Yep. Yeesh. Like, legitimately, I have one friend who's wanting to do a lot of seeing Minecraft 1.19, which I find I enjoy it, but it's also slightly annoying because I was hoping to wait for Optifine, which still hasn't. As anyone who knows Minecraft, Optifine is like one of the best mods. It's what I use on this one, which allows me to be able to do this. Woo! Woo! I can see close up, and that's like one of the key indicators of it, but there's just a whole bunch of nice graphical updates that are just huge quality of life increases. But, you know, they have to update that for every patch. The 1.19 one isn't done yet. It's like maybe halfway done according to them. So I get to play the game without it, and I feel naked while playing it without my Optifine. Because I like it because you can have a torch in your offhand like this, and you can see in the dark because the torches give off light even while not placed, which is just such a huge quality of life increase. But, you know, I'm still willing to, and having someone to actually play base Minecraft with, that just, you can't go wrong with that. But I don't have as much time as I'd like to, because I also have another friend at the same time that I'm playing Valheim with, and as anyone who's watched any of my streams knows, I'm also streaming 2 more additional files of Valheim, one by myself, one with yet another friend. So the time that I have for specific games is very limited, we shall say. then I have to write, because I'm finally back on writing my fanfiction, for those people who are aware of it. It's just a lot of things to cram into one day. Like, for example, I need to write 3 pages today. Have I started? No. I only woke up an hour ago. Actually, an hour and a half ago, and I can't believe I've already been streaming for a half hour. It really feels like I've been on for like 5 minutes. No. Get my inventory. They didn't. Yeah. I'd put these extra red nether bricks in my backpack if I didn't already fill it with cobble, fully anticipating that that's one of the next major stages that I'm going to have to work on, even on stream, because there's so much that hinges on that being done before I can finish everything else. I wish I'd thought of slabs before I actually, you know, put stuff in. It would have been nice to have thought of slabs first. Because somehow I get the feeling I'm going to have way more red nether brick than I'm going to need. But that's okay. I need to turn some of the stairs as well. Hey, you know, it wouldn't be a fake and Undo build if I didn't end with more of the supply that I thought that I needed the most of than I even started with. We'll just put it this way. I still have chests and chests and chests and chests of blackstone from the Orthic build. Because I sorely overestimated how much I needed. Sorely overestimated. But I guess that's what happened. That's the downside of building from just screenshots and you don't have an actual resource list. But what do you do? Right? What do you do? You keep the rest of the supplies and you hoard it all jealously and make sure nobody else can have it because you're just a dragon in human form, you know? Or in my case, just a really, really selfish lich. This, go back, start placing some slabs behind me so that I make sure to maintain that one open inventory slot at all times. Oop. It's gonna look so much better. Bop, 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 bop. I love the sound that the nether bricks make. That's why I chose them specifically. Because I could have done like the granite, but the granite sound just is awful. On top of the fact that, you know, granite is one of the ugliest blocks in the game. It just doesn't have a palette that goes with it very well. And with someone with a not so very humble opinion of my color coordinating prowess, trying to match something to granite is a giant pain in the ass. It's like trying to match something to bricks and not having it look like crap. Bricks are hard. Like, they go with stone, and that's about it. Maybe, like, oak. Really basic palette. And unfortunately, I like my wood of choice for my pallets to be spruce. And that just doesn't work with brick. I have to put some of these back before I can get the next chunk of slabs out. I don't have room to make any. Should be almost done. Should being the suboptimal word here. I'm gonna go put some of these back and get another 6 stacks of slabs. Should be right here. And then grab 3 and craft. I love not having to have a crafting table. And put those there. And back we go. There we go. I was doing so good too. Just look at that. I was doing so good keeping it off, keeping it from falling. Ow. You ever had one of those stomach pangs really early in the morning and you're like, but I don't normally eat breakfast, why am I hungry now? That's what I just had. It was not pleasant. This one, this one. That in there. Well, that was, oh, that was lag. That's what that was. Ooh. But yes, so how is it being now that you have, you know, how to phrase it in a way that is both humorous and yet not offensive? Like, I keep coming back to how is it like to be living with a mom again, Nico? Even though I know that's not quite accurate, but I think you'd get the point that I'm driving at. The joking point that I'm poking you with. No. No. Did I already pick it up? I guess I did. Okay, now that we've done a fair amount of damage to the blocks, let's see about laying down some of these slabs. Slabs are fun to place, except when they do that. Actually, I remember the first time I ever worked with slabs, and I placed them down, and I had this happen, and I was so freaked out because I didn't know at the time that slabs could stack on each other and become block height, and I was just like, what the hell happened? Did they just merge back into a block? And then I broke it, realized what the actual process was, and moved on. I know, boring story. Itchy nose. Yo. I can see the final turn that leads to the end of the nether bricks. And then we'll be able to get back to actually building the wall after fixing it. Having a lot of that kind of lag on the server. Oh my gosh, you should have seen the lag on the server last night, because I was up. The other reason, other thing that made me almost miss the stream is I overslept again. Okay, you do that one more time, Slabs, and I'm chucking you off, and then immediately going after you because I actually need you. But like. So I was up really late last night, making sure to work on getting all of the cobble placed, or at least as much as I could, while, you know, watching George Nottown basically wet himself playing FNAF, which was hilarious. But, well, it was funny until it wasn't, because I don't find George particularly funny. I find him British. More on that at a future time when I can explain my reasoning. But so I was up till like 1 or something, just placing cobble, and didn't I didn't have time to do it earlier in the week, so I had to try and rush and do as much as I could yesterday in preparation for today. And I have this issue where if I go to bed even 20 minutes later than I should, I wake up like 2 to 3 hours after my alarms, because I will just sleep straight through them. Straight through. No, like, it won't matter. There's literally no control. So I didn't wake up until 9:30. Stream started at 10:30. So I had a bit of rushing to do. But, where was I going with this? Where was I going with the story? Bruh. What up, Ben? But, man, I completely forgot where I was going with that story. But yeah, I suppose that's the other reason that the stream almost pretty much didn't happen, because I almost slept through the start time, and I totally would have just canceled so that I could work on trying to actually get just so much cobblestone placement. My hand hurts just looking at that, but Yeah. It's been a week. It's been one of those weeks where you're just like, what more? What more could be going on? Blah, 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 blah. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. Which means I can craft. And I have 4 empty slots. And now I have 7 empty slots. And now I have 1 empty slot. Haha! 1 second. That song's annoying. I don't like songs trying to be in the background that have lyrics because it distracts me. You did, Ben, but the thing is I was putting these blocks and I'm sick and tired of seeing all the stuff that I placed covered in snow. Snow doesn't form on slabs, and you can, for X number of blocks, you get 2 times that number of slabs. So I decided to change them all to slabs so that they stretch longer. Yeah. So I have to tear them all up and replace them again. But it's going to be better in the long run. Granted, I also have to tear out these cobble and replace it. I'm going to put calcite all the way around the bottom. But that'll be fine. That'll be easier. And the upside of the slabs is I will need significantly fewer of the blocks for all of my road. I probably have all that I will need for the entire build if I'm turning it all into slabs. Barring whatever I turn into stairs for specific things. Go. It's okay. You already missed the majority of it. I've been only streaming for, what, 42 minutes? And this is the last of it? Like, I literally already did... Let me just... You can see, it's all the way to that corner. All the way around that I've already torn up and replaced. Exactly. This is just an outside road that, because the entirety of the look is like 2 giant hands came and scooped up the whole city and pulled it into the air. So this is like what connected to outside from wherever it got going out of. I'm thinking somewhere near one of my other builds, I need to just put like this giant crater. So it's like, oh, that's where Dalaran was. Or, you know, if I ever increase my total claim size so that I can have another one, I might just put a crater and just go, yeah, Dalaran crater. Yeah, It would, but unless people knew what it was referencing, they would be very hard pressed to be able to grasp what it is. There we go. Gotta get rid of. I would, but the nether on this server resets every other week, so it would be kind of pointless. The server has what's called mining worlds, which is the nether and a second overworld. This is the base, the building overworld, like the main overworld that doesn't reset. Yeah, I really like the setup because then you have an area where you can build to your heart's content, and like the previous season actually had a nether build world where you could build your own stuff in the nether, and then there were separate mining worlds for overworld, nether, and the end, just for mining. Oh my gosh, we're at the end. Woo! Ah! Actually, I do need to go check and see if I lost any. I did! I did lose some over the side. Good now. Yeah, I missed! I missed! Alright, now to just place all these slabs the rest of the way around. Which is about, like, halfway around left to go, but I have confidence that they will fit. And if not, I have, like, a half of a double chest full of more blocks. Exactly. It is... We're speedrunning this. Aside from all the times that I mess up and double stack my slabs. If I was the kind that had music that I could very easily change mid-playlist, I would definitely consider putting in the dream doo-doo-doo-doo speedrun music. Which would be extremely amusing because, you know, speedrun music for building. Totally doesn't fit the scenario. Sure, why not? And then we'll take these 3 and make 6 more stacks of slabs. That one there. Of course, always the classics. And then, of course, let's not forget the more modern classics, such as every cavalry charge must be to the right of the Rohirrim. Every single one, always. Otherwise, it's just simply not done. Of course. And pretty much anything out of Tolkien, and most things from World of Warcraft are decent enough. They're not classics, to be sure, but they are definitely good. I am burning through these stacks of slabs. And not just because I keep accidentally double stacking them. My hand has not recovered from the excessive amount of cobblestone placement from yesterday. As you can probably guess from the speed of my placements, I spam click rather than hold the button, because if I was just holding the button, it would just do this. But I spam click because I also shift the camera really quickly. Oh, hello. But, yeah, it wears my hand out a lot faster. Oh my gosh, are you joking? You're joking! Oh, that hurts my soul. Oh, that hurts. I ran out with one slab left to place. That is actually very funny. That, you know, of course, it would be at the last slab that I run out. Okay, so they put that there. You see, I am in no position to be running out of slabs anytime soon. I'm gonna need a little more calcite, which is here. 2, 3, and 4, I believe. Because what I need to do is that entire this entire row of these cobblestones here. Ah, no. All of these are going to be replaced with the calcite right there. And apparently I'm going to be ripping out so many slabs on accident. It's not even going to be funny. I think what I should do is, firstly, I should stop breaking the nether bricks. That would be nice. I just placed those. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken out the cobble while I was tearing up all the nether brick, but well, screw it. We're doing it live. I'm just gonna step it. I'm gonna go around and tear out all the cobblestone first, then I'm gonna run around again and place all the calcite, and then we can finally move on. Luckily, it's just cobblestone, and I'm able to stand without flying, which means I get maximum breaking speed. Ah! There we go. Don't mind my screaming in lowercase every single time I fall, because it's not that much of a threat. Oh, I'm gonna have plenty of space for all this cobble. Perfect. You're fine. I'm trying to get more into the habit of making myself just talk at the camera, which it's one of the major things that I struggle with, which is why, as far as my Asperger's and everything else that I go through, training myself to talk is probably one of the most important things I could be doing. Because I had a childhood where I was told to shut up a lot by everyone. So, yeah. Ooh, I can go inside here, and this will make it a lot easier. Can't do that on the sides where it's already filled in, but this will make this section a lot easier. Yeah. I'm going to need more of the red brick slabs anyway, so it is fine. But it's still one of those it didn't come out perfect type of things. OCD rage inducing. Okay. Still plenty of space for the rest of this line of cobble all the way around. Yeah, exactly. Especially since I now have an odd number and technically will be off forevermore unless I happen to end on an odd number, which I doubt. Yep. This is what happens when you make a non-uniform Minecraft build, I guess. So this is the game just going, this is what you get! You didn't build me as a uniform even number by even number square? How dare you! The build was morally offended. The build was literally shaking. And by literally, I mean it wasn't actually shaking, it's just saying that. Time to pop back out to the outside. Because this is the other side of the filled-in section, which means we're over 3/4 of the way around. It's the OCD. OCD, OCD, OCD. Everyone has it. It's just... everyone has the OCDs. It's just how much of your life it controls you. And what sets it off. We're almost there. I can see the end from here. Yep. It's okay. I'm only just now starting to escape that that portion of people's life. Yes. It could be worse though. I'm just now starting to break out, or at least come to terms with that portion of your life that everyone goes through, where the injustices of the world just set you off constantly, and you know there's nothing you can do about it, but just the idiocy, the inefficiency, and just the straight up ruthlessness of the real world just kicks you square in the crotch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're done. We're done with this section. Yay! No more cobble. Yep. Yep. I feel that. I hear eventually we simmer down. But, I hope it's soon rather than later, because yikes. And apparently some people don't break out of that ever, which is how you end up with googly eye Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, there's a way to fix that, you know. I'm just pointing out, Munchie is an open world server that anyone can join. It's not closed. And I can always use more cobblestone slave. I mean, people who are supplying me with materials. Yes. People who supply me with materials. I mean, is it really disposing of them when you're planning on getting them, going back to them later? I mean, well, yeah. You just gotta wait for the oldest one to be able to take care of the youngest one, and the rest will sort themselves out. Unless you have quadruplets, in which case you're just screwed. I mean, to be fair, as soon as they're old enough to enjoy and appreciate games too, then you literally will have an entire World of Warcraft party all to yourself. As long as you can force one of them to heal. Go. Oh, you see, well, the problem there is that it's a sheep. If it was a 17-year-old guy, you know, he'd be all over that. She'd be like, what? I want to play video games too? Yeah. Well, kids are never too young for games. You just gotta stretch out your definition of what constitutes a game. Oh, you have one of those teenagers. My condolences. She has become an adult already. You're gonna have a very productive child. You have a child with what we in the business like to call ambition, meaning she's gonna be just fine. Oh my gosh, it's done. We're done all the way around. We're good. We're good. We're done with the calcite for now. Stop. There we go. Okay, now it's quartz time. I need 2 rows of quartz on top of everything all the way around. Yeah, that does tend to happen. How to phrase it? Sheesh, how to phrase it? Because I'd say ex-girlfriend, but saying ex usually has the negative connotation that we don't like each other anymore, but we're actually still friendly. I just don't have time to actually talk with her ever, and she's dating one of my friends now, so it's one of those awkward kind of things every so often. But so for ex-girlfriend, for the sake of argument, was very much the same, where her mom passed away when she was young, so she had to basically become mom. Yeah. At least this means that because she's able to be so productive, means that she didn't have to stay home and take care of the rest of the family, which is good, because my ex-girlfriend, she basically is mom for her entire family. So, you know, she takes care of her dad because she's mom. She takes care of all of her other relatives because she's mom. So it's put a real strain on her life. And in no way, shape, or form had anything to do with our breakup or anything. She had aspirations to go to Japan and become a translator and stuff, and that didn't allow room or consideration for a relationship. So I wasn't ready for one either, so it kind of worked out. Yeah, exactly. That's the key, that you took on the responsibility of being the adult and wouldn't let her squander what she needs to do for herself in order to take care of you, which unfortunately is not the case that happened for my ex-girlfriend, I guess. Man, I've never referred to her as such before, so having those words come out of my mouth just feels really weird. Because I've always just referred to her by name, but, you know, on stream, yeah. I don't know, it seems that in the time that she spent, because she went to college in Japan to learn Japanese to be a translator, between that and she's now dating one of my other friends who's a lot more, he's got his shit more together than I do. It seems to be a more productive relationship for her, so I'm happy for her and him. Now if I can just find one that'll help fix me. Unfortunately, I don't think there are many out there that are interested in this. This hot mess. Oof. Nice. This is when you just get her a voucher for a spa and just go and just say like, okay, you're going. I may have stocked up just a little bit on quartz. Just a wee bit. I mean, that she definitely sounds like she's the inspirational type. Let me guess, valedictorian at high school? Other high honors? Wait, is this right? No, this is right. I'm doing it right. So basically what you're saying is if I was 20 years younger, she'd still be well out of my league. Ah. All right. now we do a single row of the calcite all the way around. Oops. There we go. Ah, you see, I got the other end of the stick. I got all of the flaws combined and some of the good qualities. Nice. Which is convenient, especially since all those much higher Ivy League schools are kind of a money trap because, you know, most jobs, well, any job that cares about where you got your degree tend to probably not be the best choices in the first place because they care about superficial things. The majority of jobs that are actually worth taking for just about anything, they won't care past the point of you have the degree, you've shown that you can put in the work, which is exactly how it should be. I think I can put away a little bit of that for now. Then I need some more calcite. We're all the way over here. I've been trying to take a drink of this soda in the back of my mind. Ah, there we go. So what you're saying is a car and a trip to the spa to have an excuse to drive said car. Or maybe a nice cruise. Actually, no, right now that's probably a terrible idea. Even though it's summer, it's just... open seas aren't safe right now. Remember to tell her that she needs to use the money to do typical teenager things. You expect her to be buying a phone and talking to her girlfriends on said phone. You could even phrase it of she's not giving you enough things to complain about. Exactly. That's why you could probably get away with the joke if you don't give me enough things to complain about you to the other parents. So go do something crazy. Go do something that a teenager would do. Because from the way you describe it, it seems that she's the kind that you could completely trust that she's not going to do anything too outrageous. Or you can even use the phrase, "Don't do anything I'd do." You probably just got added. Oh, okay. So she does have some of those basic teenager gripes that you can go through. All right, you're good. Nah, that's one of the things that my parents constantly tell me is that, well, that's one of the things my parents like to not complain, but they like to tell other parents about, is that they've never had to do any of the typical teenager complaints with me, because I was one of the weirdos that I get in a car, I will turn the radio off because I don't want to listen to it. So my dad, is one of his favorite things is that I've never had to tell him to turn his music down. And then I started streaming, so now they have something to complain about because I talk too loud. Ah, first well done. Yay! Ah. Okay, so this is where the Citadel is. So what I need to figure out is where and how close each of these. Now we can turn on the screenshots and start looking around at what is needed over here. That's a lot of stuff that just popped up. Let's see. So what I need is to bring down some of this calcite. Put that over here. Because this section here... Wait, is it? No, this is over here. Never mind. Woo! Almost started working on the wrong section. Nice. I wonder, do I have grass blocks? I need to have some grass. Meow. Yeah, I did. I got a lot. That was an odd rubber band. Yeah, I did a lot of that too. Although my love of Disney songs morphed into me listening to metal covers of Disney songs. So, you know, to each their own, after a fashion, you know. Let's see. So part of my difficulty is I can't do the outline for the next layer of wall until I have everything up to the correct level. So unfortunately, this means everything is handicapped. Oh, it's wood. That is dirt. Everything is handicapped until I get that cobblestone layer up. There we go. We'll put grass here. Teleport back to my base and grab more grass. Hey, look at that! I touched grass in the game. Haha. Well, that lag is certainly something. I'm almost out of cobblestone. Put that there. Put that there. Regrab that. Alrighty. Unfortunately, this means we have arrived at one of the less enjoyable parts of my builds. That's backfilling everything with cobblestone because I am OCD and refuse to allow anything to have holes ever for any reason because it bothers me. It bothers me intensely. So everything needs to come up to that level minimum. Those. And I did kind of try to cordon off some of this and not do everything all at once. But, you know, there's only so much you can do to prevent that. Ugh. I love when I'm trying to place a block on one spot and it's like, what, you wanted it over here? And I'm like, no, I didn't want it over there. I wanted it over here. Now, it's the weirdest thing. I do have alert command, and I don't know why it's not working. I have commands, but they don't seem to want to function. It's kind of like these blocks and how they don't want to place the directions that I'm placing them. They just want to do their own thing and build up however they wish. Wow. Of course, the other major issue is I don't know if I have sufficient cobblestone to actually fill the rest of this. I don't think there is enough cobblestone in the entire server to buy that would give me what I need. Behold the destruction of my hands as it awaits me. I'm having the weird... Every time I get hunger pangs, I'm just confused because normally I don't get those. I guess I haven't eaten in quite a while then, but the thing is, I know I ate yesterday. I had more than what I wanted to eat yesterday. I don't understand how so many people on the server died falling. Although I suppose it's probably a very common death in Minecraft. I say this as I literally hover. Wonder if Violet is so... No, he is not. He is my god. That's unfortunate. Offline, 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 off. He's not really a friend, though. That's unfortunate. What part of looking here? Oh, I guess I must have clicked it right there. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Ow! That would explain why I feel terrible. It's the middle of the day. And it's really, really hot right now. There we go. Aha! This is not something I desired to do on stream. I usually prefer to show more of the interesting parts of my building. But unfortunately, I literally cannot proceed until the rest of that cobble is filled in. As much as it's going to make my hand ache and not be particularly entertaining. Ah, my hand. Why? Why to do that? It exhausts me when they don't play, the blocks don't place correctly. There we go. Oh, lovely. And I have to check and see what the grocery store ads are today because I am almost out of soda and other things. And if it's something decent, I have to go shopping. Actually, I kind of have to go shopping either way because I'm just flat out of soda. And what can I say? It is the vice that I choose to keep. At least it is a vice I am moderately in control of. I just lost that piece of cobble because it refused to be placed correctly. Thanks, game. It feels like I'm doing so little. But in reality, could you imagine if I was trying to do the entirety of it one layer at a time? That would make it take so much longer, I think. Ugh. Let's see, and then I'll probably do this line to here next. That first. And this. There we go. Woo. Literally making me take full second pauses between the taps because of all the rubber banding. Holding the button would be fast. There we go. Everything's sticky. You know what's gonna sound really nice after I'm done with stream? Shower. That's gonna be great. You ever just take a shower, not because you really needed to be clean, but just because you wanted to relax? Best feeling ever. I'm falling into old habits of trying to do an entire flat layer at a time. Ow, and there is a reason for it. I tried to second guess my own thought process. Never do that. You really like that cat emoji, don't you? I guess it's a gift, but you know. You mean what I know. Okay. Now we can do this the rest of the way. Go to start another one. You only have one block. Wait, what? That. It's actually amusing that I'm starting in the middle when this level... This is fine. This is fine. As I was saying, that the center actually goes up the extra 3. So really starting here is kind of silly, but you know, it all has to get built up to these levels eventually anyway. So in the long run, it doesn't hurt me. Which, unfortunately, well, not necessarily unfortunately, but it's just the way you gotta think when you're doing a larger build, is you have to think ahead. I also need to lower that by 1 before I reach the rest of it. Ah. Ah. There's a free stretch on me. because my back was starting to hurt. Importantly, should put this line out so that I know this is the mark where you need to stop. And 8. Ah, come on. There we go. Meow. Okay. That portion goes probably there. I can guarantee you this portion goes all the way up, but, you know. No reason to use too much unnecessary cobble before I'm at the right time. Ugh. There we go. Showing off all my masterful techniques in placing cobblestone, you know? Don't mind me as I'm working on just subdividing it into more seemingly buildable sections instead of completely destroying all passion that I have to actually do it by trying to do all of it at once. one of those things that from long practice taught me that you're better off breaking down large tasks into small tasks to be able to accomplish and feel accomplished. Because yes, I need to fill all of it ridiculously high, but if I only work on this section right now, this section feels like a lot less than all of it. And then if I subdivide it and say, okay, I'm just going to work on this section rather than this section, feels a lot better. And then if I'm just working on this section, it feels a lot better than that section. And then you slowly move on and make equidistant or equal sized chunks until, you know, bite by bite you eat an entire elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It's more than a joke. It's actually a way. It's actually a solution. Let's go higher than that. Also helps prevent me from doing this flutter tactic where I keep jumping from area to area as much. Part of the ADD and the ASD, autism spectrum disorder, is that I don't stay on one specific set task. As long as everything I feel is connected, I can jump from section to section to section, which in this instance is fine, but you know. Ow. But, you know, being able to stay in one spot and get something powerfully done instead of doing a smattering of work on this section, then this section, and then that section, and then that one all the way over there, it makes you feel a lot more accomplished. I'm gonna break this one, because that's a lot. There we go. Just there. Yes. Yeah, and I start with this because I have an even number. Oh, It feels long and tedious, but I'm actually I actually have gotten a pretty good section of progress on it. Because it used to be all through in there, which is now all evened out. We got a block here, and we're getting a chunk here that's going to be done. So, slow, but decisive progress. Now, if only it would stop doing that. It's like the mouse itself sometimes just doesn't want to do the very small micro pivots that I need to be able to place blocks as fast as I normally do. Uh-oh. Also known as observing children's eating. That bump on my leg that didn't feel pleasant. Yikes. Do I have cobblestone elsewhere that I can plunder before I... No, I do not. Nope. People getting annoyed at each other in chat because of random stupid stuff. Almost thought about getting in on it just for giggles, but nah. I have all of you. Ah, I see. So they're partially engaged, but, you know, at any time may require additional assistance. That's a spider. Ooh. Hey, we completed that section that I was working. So now we'll add second row line here. And the one layer to make it even. Ah, that makes sense. You missed. Missed again. What's wrong, Mr. Skeleton? You can't keep up? Ah, I guess he got me that time. And he did. And nothing of value was lost. Four, three, one. Hooah. Ah. This is the point where you're supposed to shake your head and go, teenagers. Because they're not quite teenagers, but they're not quite children or little kids anymore. Exactly. It comes with the age. Although it very horrifically reminds me the fact that I'm going to be working with that exact age group very soon. Ah. Well, you know, as long as she's not doing anything destructive, right? Yep. Starting end of July, early August, I'm going to be a 7th grade English teacher. So, I will be working directly with 12-year-olds. That's the new job that my brother wanted to celebrate by going to an all-you-can-eat lobster and crab-leg place. But, you know, of course, he wanted to do it today. And on top of everything else that tried to cram its way onto Wednesday. Which is why the stream almost didn't happen. I had like 4 or 5 different things that were all like, we want to do stuff on Wednesday. And I'm just like, what do you do? Oh, did an ad get you? Probably. But, yeah, I had like I had like 3 or 4 different things that all decided to schedule themselves right on, I see. Yep. 3 or 4 different things all wanted to schedule on Wednesday at the exact same time. Well, not the exact same time, but over the course of the day. And one of them just happened to be jury duty. So that one was coming in just going, hey, I hope you didn't have any plans on Wednesday. And then every single thing was like, yeah, we're going to happen on Wednesday. And I'm like, ah. So I was stressing out the last 2 weeks until getting the most merciful text message ever that my jury duty service has been status changed to completed, and I do not need to report. So it kindly cleared itself out of the way so that I could have a normal Wednesday and not have to worry about it. Because everything else hypothetically would have fit in, because I have stream in the morning. Hypothetically, my brother would have wanted to do lunch, but he's never gotten back to me about it, so I don't know if it's even going to actually happen. And then I had a World of Warcraft raid that was going to take place this evening. But, you know, jury duty could have taken any time of the day for as long as they felt it necessary. So that could have just shafted everything. And knowing it, you know, it would have. But, you know, luckily, it ended up not happening, so everything can just fall into place just nice and even, as it should. Let's see, we'll block off that spot and this spot. And then this one will cut in half right here. Gotta make those sections nice and manageable. Ow. And last one's there. I almost can agree with that. Although that would probably be because I have no experience as of yet having to change dirty diapers. Place the block. Nothing worse. Congratulations, you get to be completed first because you're rubber banding on me. Ugh. Yeah, I try to keep them short throughout the stream. I do the minute and a half one right as my stream starts before anyone gets in. That way it gives a half hour at the beginning of the stream where people can jump in with no pre-rolls, and that's all I do. I try to be very minimalistic with it. Because let's be honest, the reality of it, I don't have the viewership to make ads worth doing. Because I make next to nothing off of the ads, because the ad revenue is based off of the viewership count. The majority of my money is made off of subs. unfortunately. That's the fact of life when you're a small streamer, is that the lion's share of your Twitch money comes from subs. And being small, it means that the majority of my money comes from Prime subs. And this is, of course, the part where I'm supposed to look dead in the eye of chat and go, any primers out there? I don't know. I'm not one of the people out there that are going to be wasting my time, quote unquote, begging for subs, because A, brand new job, B, this isn't my job. I appreciate the sentiment and I fully understand the position, because there's people I would love to sub to, but I don't have the money to do so. Like, the only reason I even have Prime is because I have Amazon Prime free because it's part of my phone plan, which gives me Twitch Prime for free. It's like literally the only reason I even have it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it because I wouldn't spend the money for it. Yeah, the weekend is usually pretty dry for me because I don't have time. It's literally just always Monday with Zanmar, then Wednesday, Friday, Saturday by myself, and then that's it. Because you gotta pace yourself, and the advice that I have seen repeated over and over again, which means it's the aggregation of truth, is that you don't really want to do more than 4 or 5 3-hour streams a week. Otherwise, you're just gonna burn out, and it's diminishing returns is what comes into play. Because the more often you stream, the less each stream is valued. Real hypothetically. Yeah, there's that too. On top of other commitments and things. I mean, realistically, I could stream 6 out of 7 days. All I'd have to do is actually stream my WoW raids. But I don't want people to see that anymore, because I don't deal well sometimes with some of the frustrations that come from raiding, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look for me. So I just record those and put those on YouTube instead. Which reminds me again that I still need to make a new World of Warcraft raid video intro snippet. Yep, exactly. Like, there's a fine balance for small streamers between having more exposure by doing more streams and then diminishing returns of people not being interested because your streams are less valued because, oh, I can just catch the next one, or I could just catch the next one, etc. I'm starting to think that that's why certain big streamers, like George Nutfound, Technoblade, etc., the big Minecraft streamers, why they don't stream more than like once or twice a month. Because it's at the point where streaming that often, even streaming multiple times in a month, isn't as valuable to them, because then fewer people show up. To be fair, the South Park episode is one of my favorites, just because of that. Yeah, that's also part of the problem with streaming World of Warcraft, is it's very weird because it's both niche and oversaturated at the same time. Yeah, something like that. That moment you try to go around the block that got misplaced, and it ends up misplacing another block off of it because the game wants to spite you. Itchy nose. Honestly, I think South Park is probably one of the better parody shows for how just messed up the world is right now. It's like, let's be honest, any of the ones that changed voice actors because some people were offended automatically lost all of my my respect. Simpsons, Family Guy specifically. That and Seth MacFarlane's just not funny anymore. Like, early Family Guy was way better than anything recently. Because he actually did jokes and humors and not just the same old gags over and over again. Yep. Exactly. And that's because South Park actually follows what's going on in recent events and parodies that, rather than Family Guy, who's trying. Oh my gosh, the pandemic specials were great. I loved it. I loved all of those. They resonated hard with me. Freaking Craig's dad. Oh. And oops, one too many. Kersey doesn't bother me. Freaking Butters. The one kid that they can't help themselves for just absolutely the story they tell with Butters is that the good kid always finishes last because everyone just shits on him. Which is a sad truth, but it doesn't hurt you as much realistically to be. Everyone could always be a little more like Butters. What up, Amy? Minecraft goes well, aside from the fact that I'm locked in having to place cobblestone before I can proceed any further. I got the walls and the ground on the outside done. I actually never watched Beavis and Butthead. It didn't. That was not a show that resonated with me. What's down? I have no idea what you're talking about, Amy. What is down? I was unaware that there was a Beavis and Butthead music video. Huh. Or, oh, you're talking about the South Park music videos where they redid all of their all the songs with a better quality. That was funny. Ah, I see. My goodness, I'm actually doing some damage to this. Ah. Oh, I see. That makes sense. We're not ready for that one yet. Two, 18, 14, 10, 6, 2, 0. Haha. I have unfortunately, almost out of cobblestone. I don't just mean this particular inventory is low, I mean my chests are almost completely exhausted as well. Ah. I see. I don't know why. Like, what? We're going on 3 hours after I've woken up, and there's still sleep in my eyes that are fine, and then just immediately start stinging. I see. Yeah, I think predominantly I didn't watch the show early because of the age that I happened to be at the time when it was out. I was a little young for the content and just wasn't interested because I was still, as I like to put, locked in my own little world of fantasy and make-believe. I would rather have spent the majority of my time playing the old Warcraft games. Yep, that'll do it. That would do it. And as I suspect you are somewhat, not too terribly far older than I am, I would have been much a younger child and had different tastes. At least I get to barely claim that I am a child of the 80s. Barely. Now the question is, will I be able to... Well, I ain't gonna finish that section. Not with that. But the question is, can I finish this with 3 stacks? And I answer myself, no. No, I will not be able to. But I'll get pretty close. Or maybe I won't get that close at all because it's just devouring it. Yeah, it's already all gone. All gone. Literally down to that much. I have 1 inventory's worth left, and then I have, like, a regular stone that I could go to, but not a whole lot. Or I need to go around and try to find more to buy. Well, where do you think the Moobot came from? The non-existent cow level. Oof. I used to do that, seasonal characters on D3. It got so old so fast, though. Well, that's that section done. Now I just have this giant hole that's gonna take, like, 3 inventories of cobble to fill. I'm gonna go do this one. This one might actually be doable. It won't, but it'll make me feel better. I mean, yeah, there is that. Not not everyone is able to devote their time to the glories that is the PC Master Race. I am aware of this. This is why the majority of games from Japan that are ported on Steam are terrible. Not because the games are bad, but because they're terrible ports, because Japan does not value computers. At least for gaming. I see. As you probably could guess, Necromancer is also the character that I enjoy playing. Definitely gonna have to heavily consider that shower after stream because the heat from outside is making me feel itchy. Well, that's funny. The first time rubber banding actually removed a block that was a misplace. Everybody jot that down. This is a momentous occasion. Rubber banding actually did something useful. What up, Mr. Random? Ah. How goes the trucking, my sir? I trust you haven't had to go through the totalitarian nation of Canada yet, or anytime recently. I would hope. Pretty good, pretty good. Today almost could have been a crapshoot, but today ended up being very good because I had jury duty get canceled. I totally agree. Diablo 3 is a lot better in short sessions rather than marathoning it because of the repetitive nature. Well, I suppose I agree, but for different reasons. Ah. I see. Ah. Yep. Granted, it doesn't help that I have one of those personalities where I will OCD marathon a game until I am absolutely sick to death of it and then move on to something else. Sometimes to come back, most of the time to never touch it again. Like, for example, a lot of first-person story-style games, I will only play them once. Because then the story is just locked in and I don't need to. Yes. Which is, of course, why I thoroughly enjoy working at a school and will... Because I value my time greater than I value money, meaning I am in the perfect position to be able to have the maximum amount of time while still having the money required to live life. I streamed Skyrim once. It did well the first couple of days, but I don't know. Skyrim and those games, they don't do it for me. They're interesting, but they don't hold my attention long enough to really, for me to be able to get that far in them before I just get bored. Maybe it's too many MMOs in my life. There. Yep. I can understand that. I do that with some games. That's like when I play a Lego game and I have to 100% complete everything. Yo, what? Hang on a second, I have to go investigate a puddle. I have to go investigate the toilet bowl in my flying toilet. A zombie spawned, fell in the toilet bowl, and turned into a drowned. That's funny. That's funny. And I have an Enderman down here, which is also kind of cool. That's funny. I need to put some lighting down there. I really do. I just realized that Enderman could be stealing my blocks. I don't know how I feel about that. really not sure how I feel about that. Yeah. Oh my goodness, random! I just you haven't heard the full and ridiculous update of everything, but I'm literally down to like one more temporary annoyance regarding my teaching position, and that's just I have to call somebody to figure out where they want me to email something so that they can get it filled out and done. But then otherwise, it's just annoying meetings at the during next month, and then classes starting at the end of or the beginning of August. So, yeesh. Literally down to a month before the nightmare of this job begins. I did get a really funny email though that made me just absolutely tickled me pink. So the way the salaries function for teachers at the school district is they have a grid system, like A through like H or J or something, and then 1 through some other number, and your pay rate is determined by these positions. A1 being, your basic bitch, you just started, you have no bonuses or anything. They sent me an email saying, we need to make an alteration to your salary. You're being moved from A1 to F1, which goes from 44K salary to 50K salary. And this is before you factor in any bonuses. I have like 3 or 4 different things that are supposed to be giving me bonuses. I am completely out of cobblestone now. Yikes. So, yeah. And that's before you factor in the 10K bonus for the type of school that I work at, which is a heavy English language learner school. On top of the CCSD is desperate, so we're giving everyone extra money to work for us. Bonus. And so many other things on top of, and additionally, the school itself has teachers scheduled for an extra 2 hours of work where they can get all the things that they needed done, but you get paid to do all that prep work, basically. So money wise, as a single person, I'm gonna be set for a while. Literally over $2,000 twice a month is what my paycheck is going to be. Minus, everything. Ahem. I am legitimately 100% out of cobblestone. And we have that much left to fill in. I'm gonna have to refill. It's gonna cost you cobblestone, Amy. Are you gonna pay me in cobblestone, Amy? Amy, cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. Is cobblestone? Yay! Let's see if my other peoples ever restocked themselves. Nope. 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 That's disappointing. Let's check their other secret area. Ow. I hate that door. Cobblestone? No. I'm sad now. I could just use regular stone, but I really don't want to if I don't have to. Nope. Oops. Really helps if I spell the name right. Oh, well. Nope, it's warp. Time to do the obnoxious thing and go buy overpriced cobblestone because I am out and no one can keep a stock of it for me to procure, as it were. I know he has cobblestone somewhere. Yeah. 1 gold for a stack, and that's a double chest right there. I hate that I have to do this. Oh, and he didn't even have a whole double chest. That hurts. That hurts my soul. Lantern. That hurts my soul. Sugarcane, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Yeah. There we go. Nope. Nope. That has no cobblestone in it. The eternal hunt for cobblestone begins. Yeesh. Nope. So many unnecessary banner shops. So many unnecessary banner shops. Where are my block sellers at, you know? Ayo? Never restocked. It's a freaking shame. I'm pretty sure the reasoning is I don't know if the change of pay is because of me working at the Title I school or not. I presume that it would be, because that makes sense that that's how they would deal with the alteration for the school that I work at, but it could also be any number of reasons. But, you know, I'm not gonna thumb my nose at it, because money's money, and, you know, same amount of money for the same amount of work, I'll totally do it. Oh my gosh, they restocked. Yes! And they're already empty. No problem, even though I'm pretty sure I wasn't there in time to catch anything. All I did was look at the sign, and that was it. And then almost get banned for being at the wrong place at the wrong time. The construction goes well, Nico, except that I ran out of cobblestone. Like, completely. All of my chests. Checking. Oh, I don't think this person doesn't carry cobblestone, sadly. They have regular stone. Yep, regular stone. Ah. I see. So his rat's presence rendered my necessity to be there as moot. Put that there, and because you're just such a chill, hip person that they think that you're gonna be okay with their stupidness. And yes, I said stupidness instead of stupidity. Sue me. Go. Take that out. Off of this. One chest refilled. And this is why the majority of this cobblestone placement I normally do off of screen, because it's pretty intensive. Because it requires me to literally troll through all these shops and go, where is all my cobblestone at? Shop is empty. These people never have enough. And yes, I understand the fact that I am completely insatiable when it comes to cobblestone. Right now. Yeah, some people are just dumb. You have to remember, the target demographics of Minecraft are people who don't have a fully formed prefrontal cortex. And therefore they are dumb. They just legitimately are dumb. As in ignorant. Empty shop. Don't mind me just literally blazing through the mall, taking everyone's cobblestone. here. That one there, and I get another. Back. Unload. Unload. 2 double chests. There we go. A little bit of lag. A little bit of lag. And the shop is empty. Do that. Pop that one there. Put those in the back. To the next shop. This shop has nothing. I don't understand why shops like this exist. If you don't have stuff to sell, why? Why would you own a shop? Oh. Incomplete shop. Enchanting books. Don't care. Don't care. No stone. Of cobble. Basic shop, not a block shop. This shop doesn't exist. This shop was not built. Cobblestone. Aww. Empty. Another shop. Gotta be around here. I hear somebody's furnace. Sand. Cobblestone. Empty. Dang it. So many of these shops did not restock from the last time that I cleaned them all out. I mean, what? Pretty sure the shop didn't sell cobblestone. Yeah, no cobblestone. This is a different... This is not a block shop, it's an item shop. Sells. I don't want sell, I want buy. You do not have that. Back to the big shops. Cobblestone? This shop has nothing in it. Map art. Waste of money. Absolute waste of money. Although, that map art I would want, because Overlord was amazing. Someone talking at me. Cobblestone! Maybe? 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 Aw, the shop never restocks. Neither does this one. That one doesn't have cobblestone. This one isn't a shop. This doesn't have what I need. Nope. Wait, maybe? No. Nope. I don't know why I checked like 4 times. Nope. 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 It's sad that at a glance I can tell whether a store is going to have what I want or not. Nope. You and me both, pal. You and me both. Nope. Pretty sure the stores that still have cobblestone are actually on the next floor. Because there's 2 that I have specifically chosen not to buy from because they're the same price as that very first shop, where it's a stack for one gold. And I think they are my key bet of where I'm still gonna find any. Oh my gosh, so many dead shops. What is going on here? All these dead and empty shops. I guess it was... Yeesh. It was rent week and most people didn't pay it. Yeesh. That's frightening. The last thing I want to see is fewer shops. Yes, I want. Definitely I want Amy. I'm aware of this shop, I think. There we go. Oh, this is regular stone. I need cobblestone. Like if I move on to regular stone, this is definitely where I would go first because I know this person. I bought blackstone for them. It's not cobblestone. Like I could use stone, but stone is generally more expensive on the whole. So I'm just kind of picky. Because people usually will give away cobblestone. They won't give away regular stone. Ooh, here's another shop for cobblestone. And it's empty. Oh well. Let's see. This store's some... Ah, they're still empty. Usually I know where there's people that keep their stockpiles high for it, but there's just not many of them anymore. Ah, here's one. Awesome. Haha. That's already home Dalaran. Here. This. That. This. There. There. Back. Get all of this cobblestone that they're selling. Empty shop. Might be cobblestone back here. Empty. How do people run out of the most basic item in the entire game? Nope, I already checked that one. There's nothing. Nope. Maybe? No. It's very disappointing that I can't find, because there were two shops right next to each other that both had cobblestone for the same price, and they were both 1 to a stack, and I was just like, no, I'm not going to pay that for the longest time, and now I'm willing to pay it and I can't find the shops. Ooh. Oh. This person isn't selling cobblestone, they're buying it. That's unfortunate. Nope, I have one of that one. Did I not already? Is this that's the one that's gated. They haven't changed anything about their shop for a long time. Is it this one? No. I feel like it was near that one that had whatever. Nope. Maybe they're in the middle. Yeah, this is part of the actual spawn location, so the devs of the server maintain this area, and they control this giant mall that people can go in and actually buy. They actually go and buy different areas to be able to make their own little shops. This is the person I used to get tons of free cobblestone from. Catch. Dead shop, dead shop, dead shop. All the shops are gone. This makes me sad. I could go through all the other things, but there's too many possibilities and things, so I'm gonna give it a week while I fill in all of the cobblestone points, since we are at the 3-hour mark. By next week, I hope to have all of this filled in already and resupplied on my cobblestone, because I'm gonna need more, because after this wall section, it goes back a bit, and then there's another 3-high wall that then brings it up to in line with this ground. Actually, it might even be 4-high. 1, 2, 3, 4, because there'll be a lip on it just like this one. Yep. Well, there will be a lip and a down, unlike this one, which will be just flat against the grass. So, yep. This is what we have accomplished so far, is filling all of that in. Let's get a snap of that. And let's flip around to the other side. Snap of that. that's pretty much it. It really doesn't feel like we did a whole lot, but it's a lot more that was necessary work than what would have been. Maybe we'll get a nice shot here to show off that pattern. I always try to get like 4 screenshots because that's the maximum amount you're allowed to put on Twitter and Instagram in one collection. There we go. Alrighty. Well, that is gonna be my stream for the day. Let's take a gander and see if there is a suitable raid target available. Alas, there is not. At least no one that I feel worthy to attempt to even raid. Because I only got, like, major people. Well, I could raid Scar. That wouldn't be too bad. He's playing what? Final Fantasy 14? Dude, what now? Are you streaming right now, Amy? Nico, I got gifted a sub to your server while I was streaming. That's funny. But, yeah. That is gonna be it for me. I think we will stream Scar. That seems like a fun thing to do. Let's raid Scar. Let's start that raid. Alrighty, thanks everyone for watching. Follow, do all the things with the socials, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.